Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Tony DeMol Adams' YouTube channel. If you're listening to the audio, Tony doesn't know he's doing it, but I'm doing the Dog Days of Podcasting, which means you do a podcast every single day of August. And it's just too tempting not to use this audio to tick that box for today. So if you're listening on the Dog Days of Podcasting, you can look it up, dogdaysofpodcasting.com. Get involved if you're a podcaster. It's great because it makes you do stuff. So anyway, Tony, welcome back. And I didn't even tell you about that before we started recording, but you're in. You're in the Dog Days of Podcasting. Dogs and moles. Don't know how they go
I'm honoured.
So we just finished, as we record this, watching an amazing game, Parramatta and Penrith. And Penrith just looked like they were gone. They got a bloke sent to the sin bin. They had only one guy on the bench at one point, and somehow they beat Para. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was like 34-20 with 10 minutes to go. And I tweeted, Para fans, congratulations. This is the highlight of your season. And at the end of the game, I had to retweet that with an oops. But yeah, Penrith 3 late tries. I mean, just kept their heads. I think one of the tries was when they were down to 12 men. So, full marks to them, but I can't help feeling the better team might have lost. I think over the 80 minutes, Para were probably the better team, but that last 10, I think they thought they had it won and just lowered their guard a bit, and that's all this Penrith team needs.
Now we're here to promote your column at 9.com.au, and I believe you have a Penrith item, which we'll be discussing later. But your lead item is about that Canberra fan who was harassed at Belmore, Simon. You had a chat to him, is that right?
Yeah, I did. I had a long chat to him, and he's got an interesting life story. He was born and raised in war-torn Lebanon, and so he's led a pretty stressful life, shall we say? But he said he never feared for his life as much as he did at Belmore last Sunday. For those who don't know, he's the Canberra drummer who does the drumming as they do the Viking clap. So he's a bit of a celebrity fan, for the want of a better word. And the Bulldog hordes, for the want of a better word, basically turned on him after the game. And there's video of it that's gone viral on the internet. One guy came up and pushed him over from behind. A couple of them hit him over the head with sticks. Luckily, he was wearing a big Viking helmet, so it didn't hurt him too much. But more than anything, it scared him. And he said the quote that really I think sums it up is, he said, they did that to me after they won. Had they lost, I think they may have killed me. And it's a fair point. You'd think these fans would be happy, jumping up and down. But and I've got to emphasise, it's just a small element of Bulldogs fans that give them this bad reputation. But they chose to attack this poor defenceless guy who's 60 years old. So it's not like he's young and fit and can defend himself, and he's very lucky he got out of there without too serious an injury.
Yeah, shocking stuff. The Dogs have met with him as well. So let's hope we never see things like that again. Now, Will Craig is this week's player, young player. You always mention a young player that maybe we don't know much about. But he's a West Tigers player, but this is also your Penrith item. So
Yeah, that's
tell us
right.
about him. Tell us about him. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's you sort of got a feel for the poor old Tigers because he's a very highly rated Tigers junior. He's playing New South Wales Cup at the age of 18, a centre winger. So New South Wales Cup, you're playing against men. So an 18-year-old to do that shows he's got quite a future. But I'm hearing he's off to the Panthers next season. So no luck for the poor old Tigers.
And Sean Johnson, great career he's had. He's decided to hang up the boots since our last episode. I think that's happened in the last 7 or 8 days. But the Warriors might be about to lose another player. Is that right?
Yeah, and just on Sean Johnson I've got to say, it was bizarre. I wrote a column on Monday saying Sean Johnson needs to retire, and I wrote it very respectfully because I'm a big Sean Johnson fan, but I think he's just gone on one season too long. I thought he was awful on the weekend. And about 2 hours after the column came out, the press release came out saying Shaun Johnson has retired. So if I had a big head, I'd say he read my column and decided, yeah, enough's enough. But I think it was just a very strange coincidence. But getting back to the item, there's mail that Buntia Foa, who's a bit of a cult figure in Auckland with his fearless running, could be on the move next season. And a couple of Aussie clubs have shown interest, one of whom were the Titans. And if you watch the Titans today, Aussie time, you would know why. They were awful against Cronulla, beaten 44-0 and probably lucky to score 0.
I believe Shaun Johnson thinks you should retire as well.
Yeah, well, he might have a point.
And finally, a bonus rookie in the column this week, Antonio.
Well, that's right. The rookies are coming out left, right, and centre, and this one's a Melbourne-born centre. He played for Marsden State High School in Queensland, which is a well-known nursery. His name's Antonio Okisutino. He's got blistering pace, centre winger, and he's gone to the Knights. So I think this could be Peter O'Sullivan stamping his authority early, the new recruitment manager at the Knights, and widely regarded as the best in the business. So he's certainly one to watch.
Short and sweet episode this week, but some good footy being played. I apologise, I do need a shave. I'll fix that by next week, viewers. And for those of you listening, be grateful you're listening and you can't see us. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next week, Tony.
Sounds good, Steve.